Hey everybody, today is November the 2nd. It is Wednesday. I'm kind of sitting on my sweater. It's definitely sweater weather around here. I don't know where, if it's sweater weather where you are. Some of you up in the New England states got some snow this past weekend, so I'm sure you wore your sweaters then. I'm not sure what the weather's like everywhere else, but we definitely had to wear our sweaters now. And of course, most of you people that are up north probably think 63 is warm. But 63 here, we wear sweaters. Um, our new verse is, and I still haven't got my printer fixed, so I'm kind of double dutying here. My old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. So I live in this earthly body, trusting in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself up for me. Trusting in the Son of God. And that is what I am doing today, and I trust that you are doing that as well. The days are getting harder and harder right now as we approach Golgotha, the Calvary, the place of the skull, the place where our Savior is going to be crucified. The first slap came yesterday, and I'm always get to this place where it says they were trying to find evidence against Jesus. It wasn't there. They fabricated it. All of their stories contradicted each other, and but it happens. We know it happens, but it does get more and more sad every day. And then he does resurrect. We know the story, but it breaks my heart. Today's lesson comes from verse 54 from Mark 14. Meanwhile, Peter followed him at a distance and went right into the high priest's courtyard. There he sat with the guards, warming himself by the fire. The words "followed him at a distance" really struck a chord in my heart today, because I thought there are often times when I have followed Christ at a distance. Even when I am at my most quote-unquote religious, my most studious of his word, we can still follow Christ from a distance, because we don't want to be so close that we actually hear what he wants us to say. Maybe we've heard what he wants or hear what he wants us to do. Maybe we've heard what we want him to do, and we've just distanced ourselves because we don't want to do it. Kind of like the fingers in the ear, la 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 la. But I just thought of just simple points here with Peter is that when we follow Christ at a distance, it's not a good thing. It leaves us with the wrong people. He's with the guards, warming his hands. It's almost like they're kind of talking, hanging out together. And if you read, he ends up denying him. He's standing there warming his hands by the fire. It just, following Christ at a distance will leave us following and hanging around the wrong people. It also leads us to the wrong places. He was in the courtyard of the high priest. Now, if you remember from yesterday's reading, I think it was yesterday's reading, everyone scattered. Maybe it was the day before, where everyone scattered. As soon as, I think it was yesterday, but I can't put my finger on it, so I'm not going to take up so much time. But as soon as they came to get Jesus and they took him away, everyone scattered. And I wonder if Peter's the only one here is recorded was following at a distance. I'm wondering if all the other ones were where they were. Did they just go hide up in the upper room waiting for him? It doesn't tell us, but they were obviously following at a distance too. They weren't anywhere around. There's no record of that. So if there's somebody knows something different to that effect, please bring that to my attention. But also following at a distance can lead us to make wrong choices. Now, it was foretold, it was prophesied that Peter was going to reject Jesus, deny Jesus. That's not a secret. We knew that. But we can make wrong choices when we're with the wrong people in the wrong places. And the lesson that I see here for us is we've got to stay on the heels of Christ. We've got to pant on his every word. We have got to hang on his every word and stay close to him and hear what he has to say, even if what he has to say isn't exactly what we want to hear. Even if what he has to say doesn't come directly from him, but from someone else. We have to stay close on his heels. So we need to stay in the right places with the right people to make the right choices. Now, can you make wrong choices with the right people? Yes, you can. But you're more likely to make those wrong choices when you are following Christ at a distance. I wanted to apologize for not putting up the video for Felix, Craig, and Dean yesterday, Crucified with Christ. Thank you, Joy, and I think somebody else put the link up there. I completely forgot about that last night, so thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the song if you followed that link. And also, I loved the comments that I read yesterday and responded to several. And I love that when there's dialogue back and forth, it's like we're sitting in a big room together and we're talking and encouraging each other. That just makes me smile. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow, Thursday, face to face.